welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Louisa Danah and I create content on the international student life experience of students in France. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my videos, for liking and leaving comments. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I went about my interview process. Basically, I'll be sharing the story on how the entire process was like, the questions they asked me, the answers I gave, and basically that's it. I know next week they're going to be having the interviews because people have contacted me, and so that's why I wanted to put this video out there so that you can know how I went about it and you could prepare. I wish you all the best as well, and yeah, let's go straight into today's video. I had about a week to prepare for the interviews, and so I basically contacted people who have already been into the process about questions they've been asked, and I prepared my answers to it. My first tip for preparing for interviews is to write down your answers. Write down how you want to go about answering certain questions so that you can put out your information chronologically on a paper as to how you want to give your argument to your panelists. Basically, that's what I did. I took some questions, researched, googled about how to answer such questions, and then put down the answers, and then I was prepared. I was lucky to be in contact with someone who was available to do a mock interview with me, and so I had like 2 mock interviews before the final interview. And so I want to put this out there: if you are also going to be preparing for this interview on Thursday or on Wednesday next week and you need someone to do a mock interview with, you could contact me. On the due day, I got in to the call and I was like, hi Louisa, they introduced themselves, and then it started. So the French panel started with the questions. They were like, tell me about yourself, tell us about your motivation, why did you want to go to your school, and why are you even doing food science, and why do you want to even come to France? They asked everything, boom. I was kind of shocked because that isn't what I was expecting. Because when I was doing my mock interviews, when I was preparing, I was answering the questions one by one. Tell me about yourself, and I answer. Tell me this, and I answer. But this time they were like, could you just tell us about yourself? Like, why France? Why the school? What are you motivated about, or your passion? And so since I've prepared individual answers for all of these, I had to put them together. So that was one thing that shocked me in the interview process. So as you're preparing, you could like try to have a global picture, global answer to your individual questions, just in case you are asked like the questions globally, you would know what to say. And so yeah, you know about tell me about yourself, you know how you have to answer such questions. You talk about your academic and your work experience basically. So I started to tell my story for my introduction. I'm like, my name is Louisa Danah. I currently in my 3rd year studying food science and technology, and for the past years I've worked with my mom's small scale business where we research into underutilized food products to put them together into new products. And then since then I've really built my interest in food science, and over the years in my studies as an undergrad too, I've done projects like this, and all this have helped me to improve my food science knowledge and what. So basically I just spoke about my work experience, spoke about my school academic experience with notable examples. Give examples, don't talk generally, just give examples of things you've done that has helped you. And after I answered that question, so in my introduction, I was talking so much about passion. The man was like, so at what point did you really get this interest in food science? When did it start? And this was a question I hadn't prepared for, but because I built a whole story about my passion and motivation, I went to the genesis of the story. So I told him my family is into farming, and I've lived in the northern part of Ghana where we grow certain crops, and even when I come to the south parts of Ghana, they're not available, but these crops are really abundant up there and then could be utilized into new products that are good. And even my mom and I worked on a millet drink thing that is currently on sale. And so all of these experiences that I had from the beginning of my life like really made me not want to waste food, and that is where my passion began from. And so that's much more important, again, like the story thing. Just try to find a story and then you can answer such questions with a story. And so after that question, I think I was done with the panelist, with the French panelist, and I moved on to the Ghanaian panelist. And so she was a woman, and she wanted to know what achievements I've done, like what are my achievements in the food science sector. Oh my god. So as a student, I didn't have any notable achievements that I've had in the food sector, of course, but because of the little project that we did in class, little project that I tried at home, I mean normal food exploration at home, I was able to make it look big, magnify such projects. And so the next tip I'll give is to write down every little thing you've done in relation to your project, to your field, either in the computer science, whatever. Try it, every little project, the littlest of them, because in this question I had to go back to my mom's millet juice we tried at home. Like we like to combine those things to make things just to drink, and so I spoke about it, that this is what I've been able to do, as if I was really the sole pioneer idea of this project, but that wasn't the case. But if you are able to magnify, not necessarily lie, but like magnify the littlest of projects you've done to be able to communicate as achievements, it would be great. So I spoke about these achievements, and then she asked me, so currently what have I done to help reduce poverty among farmers in Ghana. And again, I've really not done anything because I'm just in my third year. How am I going to help reduce poverty among farmers? And so I had to think of, again, something I had done that didn't necessarily help them directly, but indirectly it helped. And so I spoke about this whole millet issue, millets drink that we did. And I said in Ghana, usually the millet grown is just used for cocoa, and that is it. And we've been able to at least develop a kind of drink from this, which is being consumed by people now and they love it. And so indirectly, farmers are not just growing millet for cocoa anymore, but for other stuff, and that's like increasing their range of suppliers, and then therefore there is an increase in money that they are making, basically. So that was the relation that I made after I answered that question. And she asked me, so what is the proof that I have for her that I will come back to Ghana? Oh my god. So I had to prove that I would be in Ghana, and to answer this question, I just told her about, again, my family, which is into farming, and because I'm so passionate about this project that I want to do is look into date palm, tiger nut, to be able to make something fruitful, like a juice or something out of it. And then my family, my grandpa is into this business, like into farming of these crops, and I've told him about this project, and he's so excited. And so I would want to come back to make sure I fulfill my promise to him. And that was how I answered the question. So it's more like a visa interview asking you for ties. Whatever you think is a good tie, you could talk about it. Whatever you think will bring you back to Ghana after the scholarship, is what you should answer with. And so I told her I'm really passionate about this company that I want to build, and so I will come back and do it. And she had a little bit of problem because she said most Ghanaians say they want to come back and they don't. Like, so she was kind of like, how am I sure I'm going to do that? And I had to keep telling her I'm passionate and all of that. And that can be a little bit intimidating. I know sometimes during interviews you could be a bit intimidated, but you have to remember to keep your calm and just answer the questions calmly. And I guess that was basically the questions I was asked. And again, I was asked why do I think they should give me the scholarship? Who do I think I am? Like, why you girl? And so yeah, I was like, okay, as I've spoken all while, I've talked to you about my achievements, told you about this millet drink I've done already, this tiger nut thing and ginger thing I've done, and all of that. And so already I'm making impact with the little knowledge I have with my basic undergraduate studies. I'm making impact. And so when you give me the scholarship and I go out there, I can do more. Yeah, I can do more. So that's basically what I said. I can do more. I can build this company. I can change Ghana, change the food product development in Ghana and all of that. And that is why you should give me the scholarship. So basically, if you're asked why they think you should be given the scholarship, you should have a substantial impact you've already made that you can talk to them about, and then you tell them that when you give me the scholarship, I can do more. Also reached out to other people to ask them what kind of questions they were asked, and one of them was to know about the French ambassador, like know some basic French facts, know about France, know about the school you are going to, the what's good is the school going to give to you, like they're going to ask you why the school. Yeah, I was asked that question actually. They asked me why my school, so I had to talk about some important things about my school, like in relation to my goal, in relation to this passion and motivation I'm talking about. How is this school going to help me? Yes, you should know. So I talked about how my school allows us to do an internship like every year, and that is going to help build my industrial experience, and then I can learn some things from how they work in France, and I can come back to Ghana and apply that. And as well, when I come to my school has this every semester we have a food tech project where we work on like real life problems from companies. And so I spoke about all of this experience that the school is going to give me in relation to my motivation. So you should also prepare questions like that, and also know about France, know interesting stuff about France. We recently had an election. You should be able to know, like, just have an idea just in case. I know one girl, she was asked about the French ambassador, what's her name and all of that. So you should have an idea about this. One of the questions I got from other people was, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And so for a scholarship like this, where you are expected to come back to your country, when they ask where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, you should at least include coming back in that goal. Maybe in the last year of the 5 years, you should be back to Ghana or something. So you should be able to talk about your goals in relation to what you are going to do, like in the next 5 years. That's one question they asked. And another they asked is, what challenges do you see yourself facing while you come to France? So it's a change in culture. And yeah, one tip, anytime you're asked the question about the challenges, like what challenges do you think you face, you should talk about the challenges and also have something like plan that ways you think you can solve that problem. And so if they ask you like what challenges do you think you face when you come to France, the language, the weather, the incorporation into the whole culture thing and all of that, you could talk about how you are maybe at that point starting to take some French lessons, you are what else, the culture integration. So for me, I spoke about how because of my dad's job, I've moved around a lot of times, and so at every point I'm trying to adapt into people's culture, and so it's kind of a thing I'm used to, and so when I come here it wouldn't be so much of a difficulty. So yeah, we'll be able to talk about the challenges that you are prone to face and how you are going to go about these challenges. So I'll give a recap on the tips. First of all, you should write down your answers. First of all, have your story. Have a story you want to tell from the beginning, inception of your dream till the end, and why you want to go further. And that's next thing is to write them down. Write how you want to answer each question down. Third is think of every project you've done in your life. Every little thing, right from senior high school until now, the littlest of things you've done. Think about it and then jot them down, just in case you are asked. You could talk about one of these things as your achievements, your goals, whatever. And be confident. Don't be intimidated. Sometimes I was intimidated, honestly, because of the way the questions were coming. Like, I had to prove myself that I'll come back to Ghana, all of that. I was kind of intimidated, but try to be calm. Remain calm. Don't be defensive or something. It might cost you. So try to remain calm and just be passionate. Like, one thing I noticed is the more I wrote down my answers, the more I went through them, I became so passionate about it. And so when you talk, this passion flows, so that they can feel the passion. Exactly. And if you're a Christian, pray to God and ask God to be in charge and everything. Basically, that was it. Wish you all the very best, and I wish you the very best. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you loved it, please like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment on things you want me to do. I know it's been a while I've been here. Yeah, school has been quite stressful, but I'm going to get back to you with the content. So please leave a comment on anything you want me to do, and we settle. Bye.